idea that we have that I think could be really amazing. And I don't know if it could go national. I think it could. But we are going to do the conspiracy theory line of ice creams. And I've always enjoyed smoking pot with people and then eating ice cream and talking about conspiracy theories. And I thought maybe if there was a way to combine like all of these kind of somewhat maybe loser activities into a product, that would be really good. So we are starting a line of conspiracy theory ice creams. And we're going to do a pop-up store. We're trying to figure that out now, if there will be a store that is going to rent us space to literally serve these ice cream flavors, which we are creating, to people that want to come and eat the ice cream. And, little by little, Haagen-Dazs was not, it didn't happen overnight, right?
Right.
And Haagen-Dazs tells no truth, let's be honest. Even the name Haagen-Dazs doesn't translate into anything in German or whatever Swedish or whatever they're trying to fucking pass off that they are. It's literally a company that was started in the Bronx. And Haagen-Dazs is the name they use because people would think it's like foreign and exotic, but it's not. It started literally in the Bronx. Look it up. Haagen-Dazs translates to nothing. It's just a lie. So what we want to do is tell a little truth. Do you have my phone?
Yeah.
Because I have the flavors. We're going to do 5 flavors. We're going to do 5 flavors for our initial launch, which again will be in a pop-up store somewhere in West Hollywood, or, you're saying a lot of the problem is that forget the logistics of the ice cream freezers and stuff. Mm-hmm. The people renting us the space really, do they want to know like what the product is?
I think so. And then these are all the licenses I looked up we needed to get, which that's going to be no problem. That'll take about a month.
We're going to have a company make once we come up with the recipes or ingredients, we're going to have a company make it, assume the liability. We're not going to be mass producing ice cream. That being said, in order to like have a pop-up store agree to this, because some of the flavors are or could be slightly offensive.
Yes.
But I don't. And then the flavors also have descriptions. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to read some of the flavors and descriptions. And again, I think that this is fine, but I think that maybe somebody would have an issue with it potentially. And this is all very true. Like, none of this is a bit. We're actually doing this. Crisis Actor Crunch. Are you sick of all these kids pretending to be shot? So are we. So we stole all the Rice Krispie treats from these lying bastards and covered them in dark chocolate. Then we blend them into our marshmallow-flavored ice cream. The result is pure bliss. And unlike Sandy Hook, it's real. Jeffrey Egg Cream. Jeffrey Epstein, R.I.P., was a legendary Brooklyn figure, philanthropist, and international child pimp to the rich and famous. We take our classic custard base and infuse it with famous You Bet chocolate syrup, just like a Brooklyn egg cream, and mix in Cadbury chocolate for Ghislaine. And the result is a real sweetheart deal. M&M K Ultra. One of our country's greatest achievements was the creation of mind control that allowed assassins to be programmed to murder politicians or become their sex slaves. This brainwashing often started when they were children. This flavor is a celebration of them. It's a classic vanilla with caramel, fudge, and M&Ms. It's so good. Don't believe us? Ask Sirhan Sirhan. Jet fuel doesn't melt sweet cream. One of our classics. Let's be honest. No one knows or cares what happened a million years ago in Lower Manhattan. Let's not dwell on it. Just enjoy our sweet cream ice cream base. It's the bomb. A bomb in the base of the building. With mocha fudge swirl. Then in a controlled demolition, we take Oreos and create one hell of a narrative. We mean ice cream. It'll make you so happy you won't question anything. Finally, Illuminati. Call it whatever you want. This ice cream is our chocolate nuts flavor, and it will control you. It's our little secret of death cult. It's our Ruby Ridge Road, so to speak. Dark chocolate ice cream with white chocolate-covered almonds and graham cracker. It's kind of an inverse of the white chocolate, vanilla Swiss almond that Haagen-Dazs does. I don't know if it'll be good. The flavors are subject to change, but not the names. I think we're kind of settled on the names, and we're settled on the descriptions. The pop-up store is going to be called Adrenocone. Adrenocone. and it will have like fun stuff in there, and it'll be a fun limited edition of ice cream and merch and things you can buy. One scoop will be like $3 or something, and then 3 scoops will be $9.11. And I think we will decorate it with like, you know, kind of conspiracy memorabilia and stuff, but we're trying to figure that out. And then you're saying that like I don't know, do you think the content of what we're doing is going to be the hurdle?
No, as of this moment, no. What I'm thinking is going to be the hurdle is finding the right space for us. There's tons of great retail spaces, but I'm looking it up. We need to have a sanitary kitchen
I
to
hope
wash
the
our
Sandy
hands.
Hook families don't start, because I'm telling you right now, I've had enough. I'm very sorry for what happened, but I'm telling you right now, don't fuck with the ice cream. You know, I'm telling you right now, I have no patience for the Sandy Hook families if they start fucking around with this. It's a fun pop-up to do in the summer for fun ice cream flavors that are going to be damn good. I'm just worried again that we're gonna run into some type of problem, but I hope we don't.
The food needs to be approved by someone in the FDA for the CDFA dairy program or whatever.
Well, fine, but just the food, right? Like not the whole thing.
Before we serve this, it needs to be approved by someone higher up. Then we
But
need
they
health
can't
permits.
they can't tell us that I can't make an ice cream called Crisis Actor Crunch.
Probably not.
They can't.
But I'm wondering if Cadbury steps in because you have them in the description and goes, hey.
Well, you know, I imagine that we might have a problem with M&M's or Cadbury. But I don't know. It's, you know, this isn't this is a one-time pop-up, and we'll see how it goes.
Mm.
It's just a fun thing. I've always wanted to create ice creams for people. I like the idea of doing a flavor of ice creams based on some of the great conspiracy theories, and, you know, some being true, some not being true. This is the fun of life, right? Figuring things out together. People are going to come into the store and not know what it is. And that will be fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will go, what is Adrenocone? And they'll come in and they will get to choose a flavor. And maybe they come in with their kids. And I'll say, I hope they don't grow up to be crisis actors. I'm just saying it's a fun way for the whole neighborhood to kind of get together after COVID. And I'm really excited about it. The steak sauce didn't work. We thought that was going to work. It just didn't work. You know, I don't even know what to do anymore.
We needed a couple $1 million to do it.
We didn't, but we talked to some idiot who told us we did. And then it just lodged in our head, and we never followed through with it. And what do I know about steak sauce? I mean, I know a lot about it, let's be honest. But I know even more about ice cream. I know what makes a damn good ice cream. And if you have a marshmallow-flavored ice cream with chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treats in it, it's going to be fucking great. And so that's basically where we're at with that in terms of, like, you know, we're really going to do that. We're probably aiming for, like, I would say sometime in July.
Yeah, it's going to take us a month to get all the permitting. Once we get the food down and we get all the formulas designated by a food scientist and then approved by the people, then we can move forward with permitting.
Well, then we got to find a space that's going to allow
Yes.
their space to be turned into Adrenocone.
And that a health official has approved. We need sinks and stuff to wash our hands, approved sanitary stations, things like that.
Because we're going to work this place. We're going to scoop the ice cream.
Yeah, and then me and you need to get individual permits so we can serve food. We need to pass a
Why
Class
is that?
A
I
thing.
mean, I look at people serving food all over the place, and I go, what permit do they have?
They all take a test, and they
Is that
pass.
true?
Yeah, I took one when I worked at that Chinese restaurant.
What kind of test did you take?
It's just online. It's like the
What,
the
don't
DMV
piss
type
in the
tests.
food?
They go like
But they still, in the Arby's milkshake, there was a guy pissing in Arby's milkshakes. That's a fact. Google that.
Okay.
You didn't see that? They recently got a guy in Arby's who was pissing in milkshakes. What I mean is this test is not the be-all, end-all. I'll probably fail it.
Oh man, he was peeing in the bag of milkshake mix.
That's what's going on.